kidding me. Alright. Travis Wayne Goodsell here. Come on. Having technical issues. Okay, I'm ready to upload the video I did before my run. Now I'm back from my run, and I was about to upload it. Saw Trevor Noah had a video that I missed earlier, so I watched that. Gotta watch it, Mormons. Gotta watch it. It was hilarious because it relates to religion. Because the Pope condemned all of the clerics who are involved in the sex scandals as servants of Satan. So, yeah, what does that make the Mormon church leaders, who not just are the sex trafficker bishop, but other leaders of the church who do not accept responsibility on their part for the improper teaching that lead to all these sex crimes of Mormons and their own crimes themselves. But Trevor pointed out that just calling them servants of Satan isn't enough. You got to actually punish these people. So why aren't they being excommunicated or anathematized, as Catholics call it? Alright, and so then I went back to the home page to sign in, and I found several videos which are unique, and I haven't seen since Facebook. Didn't Facebook sell the data information to Cambridge Analytica, and then Cambridge Analytica gave it to the Russians, and then the Russians used it to target the specific people from the data for the 2016 campaign propaganda that they attacked us with? But yeah, all zodiac signs have a hidden addiction. Here's yours. What type of angel are you? You know, all signs of the zodiac have a demon side. Which are you? Mayan zodiac signs. Which one are you? This is exactly what Facebook did. You know, which Barbie princess are you? Take our little survey and find out. It's the exact same thing, except here it's not interactive. I can't click on the answers so that they obtain the data, but they're presenting the stuff. So if I click on it, then apparently I guess they think that I'm going to be subject to whatever manipulation they're going to throw at me. Oh, if you click on this, we recommend these. And all of these have computer-generated voices. They're not real people. So if there's a typing error, they pronounce the typing error. It's just hilarious that they think they can fool people. And apparently that is working. There are people who get fooled by this. Oh, man. Okay, so 3 days ago. Alright, that's 3 days ago. Alright. So let me sign in, and I'll do a little comment video as I'm uploading. It all comes back from psychiatry, guys. I've been trying to tell you this over and over again. The Mormon psychiatrist Stanley Smith Stevens thought that he could categorize people either dichotomously or spectrumly, if that's a word, and by doing that, he then can create a diagnosis and then formulate a treatment. Not for the cure, because they can't cure because they don't identify. They just categorize the outward manifestations, the symptoms. And so That's where Russia got in trouble internationally with their created diagnoses of sluggish schizophrenia, and that is now internationally banned. You can't, as a psychiatrist, diagnose somebody with that. And of course, Utah disregards that and have diagnosed certain undesirables in Utah, of whom I've already done videos on. It's just, oh my God. Oh, if we call it by a different name, nobody will know. Oh man, the abuse that just goes on is just so rampant. And nobody even cares. And people just become victims. Alrighty, let's upload. My computer just dropped me today. My internet. I was like, what the hell? I just got this. You guys are already giving me grief? It just, no internet. It's already gone. And so I had to relink it, reconnect it. Unbelievable. Alrighty. So this video that I'm uploading, LDS Mormon Church covering up imminent collapse. Oh, Mormons. It's not me, guys. I like you. Sort of. I don't like abuse. You know, I'm not going to be some Stockholm Syndrome guy. You got to do more than that to get me to be the tamed lion in a cage. Alright, let's see. But, yeah, I got whitewashed sepulchres as the cover art, and put the scripture reference from the New Testament in there at the beginning. Alrighty, LDS videos, Mormon issues to leave church, how to be a better church president than the current church presidents. It's so easy to do, guys. You know, all you have to do is desire to do good, and you can be better than any of the prophets are doing. It's that simple. Because bad people can't produce good things. That's the whole by their fruits you shall know them thing. And they're talking about prophets, but it has to do with anybody. You know, a contractor for a home building, you know them by their fruits. If they build a home and it collapses, falls apart, breaks down within a year, you know, daybreak, hello, then yeah, you know that those guys aren't any good, and you shouldn't be hiring them. They should be out of business. By their fruits ye shall know them. And so I guess there's a commercial. She caught my attention at the beginning because her voice changed. I can't remember the commercial now. It's bugging me that I can't remember it, but I'm sure I'll see it today. I need to pay attention to the news, especially tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be hellfire in Congress, with Cohen testifying publicly about Trump's corruption. And Trump has fled the country during this time. So that's going to be fun, but nobody cares about politics on this internet other than supporting Trump. Dum 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 dum. South Park, guys. South Park. All about the Mormons. Awesome episode. Okay. This is a communications tool, guys. This is Gmail. This is not a commercial enterprise. And yet they're doing commercial. And YouTube, they're now doubling up on their commercials. So that there's 2 6-second commercials now, if there's not already a 15-second commercial. Ooh, somebody just added as we're talking here. Wow, okay. This is absurd. They're increasing the amount of commercials. That pisses me off. Alright, let's get to the comments. There she is. I've missed you. How are you doing? Okay, LDS Mormon Church, Utopian Law of Consecration, MD. I'm catching up on some of your videos today that were posted over the weekend. I need to listen to this one again. Apparently she hasn't gotten to the the one that I was talking directly to her in. Since I listen while I work, hi-ho, listen while you work. I cannot always give full attention to the content of your message. Yeah, it's deep stuff, guys. This video is one of those that I will definitely repeat to make sure I'm catching everything. I've already had several thoughts on this idea, though, and a few questions. Okay, so I'm going to have to respond. Oh, nope, she did catch the website. So she did catch that video. Alright. Yeah, cancer is a big business, I guess. I still haven't seen part 2. Yeah, sorry, I haven't gotten to it. I gotta put it on first. Oh, I'm so far behind. Alright. Okay. So, yeah, there's an urgent demand for polygamy too. Oh, man. Alright. I'm going to have to dedicate today to it then. Okay. Regarding whether Joseph Smith was or was not the man that historical records paint him to be. As I'm pointing out in video number 1, I'm pointing out the facts, the historical facts. Joseph Smith was born and raised, dark side of the moon here. I need to turn on the light. Hold on, let me pause and turn on the lighting. Oh, so sore. Trying to get into a habit during the winter time of running is killing me. Alrighty, so Joseph Smith says he was born and raised, kind of unclear where he was raised because he kept moving around, but born in Vermont. So what happened in Vermont with his parents? What's going on? Church history won't tell us. Church is covering that information up. And so, yes, I take you on a journey to Vermont in the early 1800s, late 1700s even, and point out some of the things that were going on there, and make some issues about identifying truth when you find out the facts, because the New Israelites practiced polygamy, and Smith Sr. was in the church, but that doesn't mean he was a part of practicing polygamy, because there's no evidence that he had extra wives. And so his focus, as they pointed out, they were calling him something like a master rodsman, and in the video I explain it. I'm not going to do that here. And the religion collapsed anyway. So we know that there was an influence with that religion, because Joseph Smith Jr. Picks up a lot of those religious practices of the New Israelites, even though it was done away with before Joseph Smith was born. 3 years before he was born, in fact. And And so clearly Joseph Smith Sr. Had an attachment to that religion even after it was done and over with, and passed the information that he had learned from it on to Joseph Smith Jr. And so Joseph Smith, therefore, was well aware of polygamy. So does that mean that he was involved? And I start going over some of the early things. I go over the first document, Doctrine and Covenants, in 1835, pointing out Joseph Smith's actual doctrine that he presented in there. And he even says, I'm doing this, or no. I also point out the angel vision that he was said to have had. And the historical documents that MD is talking about here is saying that, Joseph Smith had this revelation that the angel appeared before him with a sword. But when you look at the documents themselves, look at the dates when they came out. It was after Brigham Young came out at the pulpit in the Utah Territory, Deseret at the time, and announced, we are now going to practice polygamy. Then the next year, boom, the first one comes out. Joseph Smith said, I remember back in that day that Joseph Smith had an angel appear before him and said that he had to practice polygamy. And that was back in 1832, before the Doctrine and Covenants came out that said one man, one woman. And then you got to wonder, wait a minute, if Joseph Smith was threatened by an angel with destruction if he didn't start it right away, but then doesn't do it his whole term? He keeps it a secret if he did it all? Something's not right. And so, yeah, people are smart enough to figure this stuff out. The timing. Look at the timing. Everybody comes out and says, oh yeah, Joseph Smith did this, after Brigham Young got up and said, we're doing this. Oh? Now you guys all say it? Uh-huh. I can believe you now. Why would you lie? And so, yeah, I'm going to go over more, starting with David Whitmer and his accusations of the 14-year-old girl incident. And that's the cover photo, or the thumbnail, on the first video, which I thought was pretty funny, but it didn't catch the attention of Mormons. Similar to my Carthage conspiracy, which I linked in that video. So we're not able to get Mormons' attention on the issues that redeem Joseph Smith. Isn't that interesting? Mormons would rather argue with me over the shocking stories, but the ones that defend Joseph, the founder of their religion, they're like, who cares? Joseph Smith did it. Huh? But yeah, that's what Trevor Noah did with the Patriots owner, who's now busted for prostitution, or paying for prostitutes. It's because they interviewed Patriot lovers. They said, oh, it's just fake news, it'll blow over, no big deal, Patriot 7. Oh man, patterns of human behavior are the same wherever you go in the world. Alright. She watched my dream video before that one. That was intriguing. Yeah, not too many people knew about my book. They're not buying that one. I didn't title it right, I guess. Everybody was going to the summary listing of what each president of the church did during their time as president of the church. And that's all it is. It's just a stats book. And I titled it just right, I guess, because everybody was going to it. And so there's mixed emotions by Mormons. Some are saying, this isn't what I expected. And so this sucks. And others are saying, this isn't what I expected, but this was interesting information, thank you. And then others are saying, oh, awesome, greatest book ever, woo, church is true. No, guys, pay attention to it. Look at who did the most. So, all right. But yeah, I did a dream interpretation book for Mormons specifically. I didn't get around to the one for everybody in the world. I was only able to do a quick 101 lesson manual, so to speak, for Mormons on how to interpret dreams. And oh, maybe I should put it on my website then. I don't think I have it on my website. Let me check. Bear with me. Store. It wouldn't be under lessons, it would be PDF books. I don't have this updated. So if you're thinking, oh, I can buy a book, no. I don't have that. So much work to do. But yeah, I'm not pursuing money, so I'm way behind on providing stuff for people. Alrighty, so LDS maybe, if it's here at all. There's a list of PDF books, but okay, members' testimony. That's not what you think it is, Mormons. The facts based upon the evidence, and you know you go by feelings. And then my game, that's in here. Game instructions. I did it for Mormons. I rushed it because of the book signing that I was about to go to, so I needed something to take to that. And then I get asked by a mother, is this appropriate for children? And well, it would be nice to have parental guidance. And then I realized that she probably interpreted that as, no, it's not appropriate for children, and parents need to be with their kids. I mean, but yeah, you have to have, be at a certain age, I guess, but I don't know what that age would be. Because kids vary on their intelligence level and their ability to understand and follow instructions. Test is coming. Mormons at that book signing were very upset with that book, as I found out later in my emails. And then my Sunday school Old Testament lessons, that caused a lot of tension that built up in Bishop Reed Hammond, that led to him finally coming after me when I did my video on the Book of Mormon as the official doctrine. He didn't like that video. Take down the video or don't bother coming to church. And there's the one that got me in trouble in the first place. My petition for a redress of grievances, Modern American Utopia. If you want to know how you, too, can be locked away from society for the rest of your life, read that book. And then Mormon philosophy is in there. And thorough analysis of the Book of Abraham with commentary. So, yeah, I had to charge, Amazon forced me to charge like 80, 90, 100 bucks for that book because it's color and thick. It's almost near the maximum pages for it. And it's 8.5 by 11. So this is the PDF version of that for free. But no, sorry, MD, I don't have my LDS dream interpretations. So now I need to write these things down. I'm getting a honeydew list. Upload dream to website. Okay. So yes, my books will be available there. I tried to put the best of my books on that website, but I never got to finish. So that was one of them that didn't make the cut. The printed version, if you buy it through Amazon, it has a drawing that I made back in high school when I was in art school, or art class. I was sloughing it through the final years of high school and took all art electives, except for auto shop, just because I had a car that I was able to drive to school. So I thought, oh, that would be a slough class, and it was. If I didn't work on my car, which I didn't want to work on my car, I didn't know anything about it. The teacher said, oh, well, you can just do get a hot rod magazine and do an article from it and turn that in. Okay. And so, yeah, I had to buy the hot rod magazines with the women in bikinis on next to the cars. Did he realize what he was doing when he gave that assignment? Oh, man. Okay. And of course, they're banned in Utah, but not in Southern California. Alrighty. Okay, I will check there and Amazon. Yeah, wait for me to put it. You can get it for free. I mean, yeah, it's $5, but Amazon charges you tax and extra stuff, so that it ends up being $10. Kind of lame. You know, and so Amazon gets a huge chunk, and I'm only asking for a minimal amount of royalty, you know, like 35 cents. And so, yeah, I don't make much off of Amazon. Where was I? I have had repeated dreams. Yeah, many people do. That's why I wrote the book. And I was going to do a video on this, because John Oliver did a thing on psychics on Sunday. And so I was going to do a video covering the topic about not just psychics and how they're a fraud, but Mormons and predictions and dreams and prophecies and all that stuff. So yeah, I was going to do that, but yeah, no, I'm already at 30 minutes. Okay, so, but yeah, that it's easy to interpret, and it's not me doing the cold, what did he call it? Cold reading or hot reading. I instead ask you questions so that you can do your own interpreting, and I just help you along the way, because certain things have symbolism, and it's a universal symbolism. At least I'm thinking so, at least within the culture. It's possible that if a person has a different understanding of the symbol, that it would mean something different. For example, all of the dream interpretation books that I've found all say that if you see Jesus, that's bad. And it's like, what? Why is it bad to see Jesus? It doesn't make any sense. And so, yeah, I understood that, okay, wait a minute, it's different depending on the religion. And so dream interpretations typically come from your Hindu sources, the New Age movement. So, that's why it's going to be a trickier book to write for those in the world, because I'll have to put in a little thing that interpretation is subjective to cultural beliefs. Okay, so you can remember 3 and 4 years old? I barely remember a couple of things when I was 4, because it was before I was in kindergarten. But 3? No. And then Karen, my second wife, who's now my second ex, she was saying, oh yeah, I remember when I was 2 and 3, and had not just dreams, but her life. And I'm like, what? I guess I was traumatized as a kid, and all that was repressed memory. So it's nice to see that there are some people who aren't being abused as a child. 6 months old? MD, come on. Was life really that great for you? I would hate to remember coming out of the womb. Matthew Broderick. What's the name of the movie? It's the hawk and the wolf. They change back into human because of the curse, and only a solar eclipse would allow them to turn back if they kill the wicked Catholic priest at that very hour. I can't remember it. But yeah, he's escaping from the dungeon, and he's coming out, not unlike escaping from mother's womb. Oh, whatever happened to him? He hasn't done the quality of work that he used to do. Okay. Wow. Okay. So now I'm jealous. Happy Monday now that it's Tuesday. Okay. No, please, I love listening to you guys. I'm fascinated by people and what they have to say. I can't always sit and listen because I'm extremely busy. But if I turn it into my work, then I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Alrighty, so there was no questions, but I got a honeydew list to do now. Alrighty. Alt-right. Dude, you are weird, says Dave Watson. Are you kidding me? Mr. Alt-right Dave Watson. James Edward. Hail the alt-right, hail victory, 1488. It's like these Mormons don't even care. Yeah, so? Long live white supremacy. Death to everybody else. Yeah. So Jennifer gets it. Good to hear from you, Jennifer. But yeah, this is when James Edward says, hail the alt-right, hail victory. And I don't know what the 1488 code is. Maybe it's something back in the year 1488. That something happened during that time. But let's Google it. Let's find out. What happened in the year 1488? Combination of 2 popular white supremacist numeric symbols. 14. Shorthand for the 14-word slogan, "We must secure the existence of our people and a future for white children." Oh, God. The second is 88, which stands for Heil Hitler. Oh, man. Okay. Banned. It's like Mormons don't even care. Just proving that I'm right. 13 thumbs down, though. And apparently Mr. Alt-Right gave me the thumbs up, I guess. I don't know. They're probably thinking they're funny. Dude, you are weird. You're the first to go. Remove. Well, we won't hide you, but I sense that Dave Watson will rear his ugly head and force me to hide him from my channel. So we'll... Dave Watson. Hello? I'm not going to comment on this. You guys hear it from the video here. And hide user from channel. Let's get all this. Wallace Clark is back? I commented on you and I think I ripped you a new one. So that's interesting. We'll have to see what that's about. Well, we all learned something today, didn't we, boys and girls? Alright, 6 minutes left on the upload. Okay. We're done with this one. Jared Candy Kent. Okay, so it's probably a couple account. Get your own account, guys. You want your own account. The handshake you're showing between Bush and the Mormon prophet is the Order of the Arrow handshake. Dude, go to your Book of Mormon. Maybe I can find it with a quick search. Secret hand. Deuteronomy. Samuel, Jeremiah, Helaman, there we go. On the other hand, secret murder and doth hand down. Hand to malice. Okay. Secret works of darkness, nonetheless they dare not lay their hands on me. Stay their hand, handed down. Your hands, discover your secret parts. Help, that's Doctrine and Covenants. Alright. Maybe I need to do combinations. Secret combinations. 218. Secret works of darkness. Secret combinations. We need to get to the end here. Because of secret combinations, secret oaths, and combinations. That's what the Mormon Church has done in their temple. Instead of letting everybody know the knowledge and inspiration and enlightenment from the temple, the Church, especially with the new changes, have put in a First Presidency message saying, keep it a secret, don't tell the oaths. So we can't tell people that we're supposed to be chaste? Okay. So yeah, that's what the church has done. That's what Brigham Young has done. he has created secret oaths in the temple, the covenants of the church. These are supposed to be known to everybody who thinks they want to be a member. And the church is keeping it a secret. You know, they're slowly letting them in, boiling the water little by little. And then until finally, ha, we gotcha. Pay up or your blood oath atonement. Secret murders and combinations. Behold the great city of Jekoboth. From a face the blood of the prophets and the saints, and war against them, and I'm gonna have to pause for a second or go off screen here. That maybe not. That seems to be the only. So yeah, Mormons. This is liken the scriptures unto yourself. For it was they that did, hold on, did destroy the peace of my people and the government of the land. Are you likening this unto yourselves? Mr. 1488, he doesn't care. He hates humans. He's a Mormon. And it's just unbelievable. And so this is actually a research project that I'm doing and trying to confirm the wickedness of the Mormons. And it's turning out correct. Because we've now figured out a secret message numbering 1488. That's a combination. So now when you look through literature and you find 1488 being referenced, guess what? It's a secret message. But yeah, this is the... Joseph Smith was trying to warn us that this was going to happen, that there would be an infiltration in the church and the government. And the regulations of the government were destroyed because of the secret combination. And murdered the prophets, Joseph and Hiram. Oh, this is when Jacob gets put as king. Ooh. Wow. A dog to his vomit. Come on, it says it in here. So the combinations. It's probably right in the beginning. Secret plan to murder the President Kennedy on the judgment seat as he traveled through Dallas. And fully ripe. Destruction. Darkness. Murder. Joseph. Now we're in the second Nephi. It says it in here, and I can't find it through this search engine. Secret tokens, maybe. Secret token. 0. So it wasn't combination. It's going to bug me now until I find it, but I'm wasting time here, and we're already at 45 minutes. So we'll just forget about it. Alrighty. But, so Jared or Candy, whichever one of you is talking about this, I'm assuming Jared because he was probably in the Order of Arrow, because the church won't let women in the Boy Scouts. They give them their own thing. Be happy with it. But yes, the Boy Scouts is Freemasonic encoding with secret handshakes and stuff. He was a Freemason. That's where he got all this from. The Bear Cubs, Russia. Wolf Pack, Nazi Germany. Order of the Eagle, Eagle Scout Award, America. That was the highest originally. You know, I guess Monson got the Silver Buffalo or whatever that was. But, you know, that's American Indian. Okay. But yeah, everybody has handshakes. The temple has a handshake. All Freemasonry has handshakes. The Skull and Bones Society that Bush went to has secret handshakes. So yes, he knew because Brigham Young utilized the similar handshakes. And so that's what Bush was doing. He was in the Skull and Bones Society. So he knew the handshake to give to Monson, who was Eagle Scout and Temple Mason of the Brighamite Order. Okay. And I enjoy your findings and how you reply to comments. Okay. I guess he's good. Welcome, Wallace. Alright, so I did that. Alright. And so my Amazon order of Robin Hood is shipped, I'm guessing. Yep. Yay! Which mail service will it be? Spin the wheel and find out which mail service you'll get. Amazon. Yay. Well, at least they provide a tracking once they're getting closer, or once the guy's out on patrol. That's beneficial. And I'm surprised Amanda has replied. So I'll have to see how she handled my latest comments. She's using LinkedIn as a social dating site. It's a long distance relationship, so I'm not too excited to pursue it, but she's an interesting person, obviously. I like talking to people, talking with them, finding out their lives and all that. It's just when they start talking about feelings and how feelings is truth that I have a hard time with. But most people don't even care to know what I know. And when I start talking, it bores them. Okay. So that's that for this video. And we've got 2 minutes of processing time left. So